this is Carlton Cullins here with the Blue Sky Strongbox in South Austin, Texas. Today I want to talk about where you are at. And this applies to me just as much as it does to you, but we need to figure out where you are at right now, because where you are at right now has everything to do with where you may want to go in the future. I'm specifically talking about fitness and health, but this applies to all things in life. I've worked as a personal trainer for over 10 years. I've worked with a lot of people. I work with a lot of people right now. The first thing people pretty much do when they meet me and they come to me is they tell me where they want to go and what they want to do. For most people, that they just want to look and feel better, maybe lose some weight, all that kind of stuff. Whatever it is, it's all good. But before we can even have the conversation about where the future is and how to get there and a plan and all that stuff, we need to figure out where you are at right now, constantly. And even more so than that, I personally take it upon myself, I need to figure out for myself or for you, what is the most limiting factor that is keeping you currently from making progress? Because if we don't get that figured out, it's going to be hard to make progress. And so I say this, and I always say this with the best intentions, but hear me out. If you're not currently happy with the way things are in your life right now, and that may be the way you look, the way you feel, or anything else in your life, what you've done right up to this point and what you are doing right now is keeping you where you are at. And if you want things to change in the future, you've got to change a lot of things about what you're doing. And that takes time. It takes working on the bad habits or the habits that are keeping you from making progress. For some people, it may just be knowledge. And a lot of people, sometimes don't have the knowledge of what to do and how to do the things they want to do. But that stuff with Google and professionals out there, you can find somebody who knows that fairly easily. The problem comes is, why aren't we doing it? It's our habits, it's our lifestyles, our behaviors. These are the things that are the hardest things to change and the biggest limiting factors. And for each of us, it's very different, very specific and very unique. So you've got to have an honest assessment, and you may need help with that sometimes, but an honest assessment about where you're at, particularly when it comes to health and fitness, particularly fitness and body composition changes. You want to lose some weight and all that kind of stuff. It's much more complex than most people think it is. But once we can kind of get all the logistics worked out, it's good to go back and try to make it simple again. Very simple. Drinking water, eating vegetables, eating clean. Lots of little simple protocol that get the job done. But before you can do all that stuff, you've got to figure out where you're at, and that is really important. So I want you to focus on that. Write some stuff down. Maybe hire a professional. Ask somebody who knows you, somebody who doesn't know you. Find somebody that can give you some honest, constructive, positive feedback. And that may be all that you need to really get the ball rolling. And if you have any questions on that, write me. I'll do my best to help. And remember that everybody looks better with a smile. So always remember.